Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, today we are going over a little unboxing and going over a future build that will take place in the near future. Alright, so the very first thing that we have is the M4E1 lower receiver. So this is the second one that I purchased originally when I got my first one. So let's go ahead and take a look at this real quick. Alrighty. Okay, so this is the second M4E1 that I purchased. Again, purchased this a while back when I purchased my other M4E1 with the stars forward. And then was just, you know, waiting to actually build this one out. Finally gonna be doing that. Alright, so boom, very first thing, M4E1. I'll just set it aside for now. Alright, the next thing that we have, and again I have two of these as well. Or it's actually, yeah, the second one's in here. Alright, next thing that we have is the VLTOR A5 buffer, 7 position adjustable. Boom. And then got a second one of those. So it's the VLTOR REA5. Oh yeah. So yeah, so this is one of the things that we're going to be testing unsuppressed, and then it's so this lower is basically going to be in a set of testing for testing suppressed and unsuppressed. So obviously first we're going to test unsuppressed with this lower setup, and then we will eventually continue the testing suppressed when I get my suppressor. Alright, the very next thing, which will be going in the VLTOR receiver extension, is the Geissele triple braided buffer spring. And it's rifle length to accommodate the longer length of the VLTOR receiver extension. So we got that. Alrighty. And then next we have the VLTOR A5. Hold on, let me see what the name is. Okay, so it's VLTOR. Let's see. A5-0. So this is their standard about 3-ounce buffer for the VLTOR. So it's with the VLTOR buffers as well as the buffer tube receiver extension. The buffers and receiver extension are slightly longer than carbine. So yeah, we got. So that's the A5-0. See if we can get these in order here. And we have the A5-1. Let's see. Alright. It's buried. Alrighty. And next we have the VLTOR A2 buffer. Then the VLTOR A3. And last but certainly not least, the VLTOR A5 A4. Or is it just 4? A5-4. So that's the VLTOR A5-4. So we have 5 different buffers we're going to be playing with on various rifles. Alright. Next, we have the Daniel Defense Castle Nut. Boom. And then we have the BCM QD end plate. This thing is awesome. Set that aside. And then we have not one but 2 Radian Talon safety selectors. Not sure yet which the other, which gun the other one is going to go on. Might go on the AR-10, might go on the 16-inch like SPR build. But so boom, one will be going into this lower. Again, yeah, if I didn't already say that, we are going to be building out this lower, and it is going to be getting the VLTOR setup. We're going to install an SBA3 brace onto it, so that it is a pistol, and then from there we can switch between, I believe, using a stock with appropriate upper length and all that good stuff. So next we have, let's see, there's a lot of stuff in here. We have the Magpul MOE K2 Plus grip. So it's the rubberized version. It's got a more vertical grip. And yeah, so a lot of this stuff we are using just because I want to keep stuff familiar in terms of switching from different rifles, ARs, pistols, guns. And next we have the CMMG Gun Builder's Lower Parts Kit. So it's basically all the springs, detents, all that good stuff, bolt catch, magazine release, rear detent, buffer retainer, and all that good stuff. This is the same one that's in my dream build. I wanted to get one that was, you know, good quality, high quality. And yeah, this one is amazing. So far, it's been compatible with all parts, as you've seen on the dream build. And yeah, it just works. And then next we have the Magpul bad lever. So this lower is also going to be getting a bad lever, just like my other lower. Boom. Then we also have KNS anti-walk pins. Not sure if I'm going to be installing this in particular because oh, and another thing. So I have also two triggers that are be coming, right? Both Geissele. And yeah, this lower is going to be getting a Geissele trigger. So yeah, the Geissele trigger is not compatible with the KNS anti-walk pins, but I got that just in case it may go into something else. Yeah. And then, yeah, last but not least for the unboxing, we have the Surefire 5.56 flash hider. So this is going to be going on my 16-inch gun in preparation for the suppressor. That way I can run it on at least 2 different guns. So yeah, it'll be going on this bad boy right here. You may or may not have seen this yet in terms of in its current config. And if you haven't, there will be one on it shortly. So yeah, this is what we're rocking on this guy. And yeah, this guy is going to be getting the Surefire flash hider. Oh yeah, at some point, another thing real quick. So this one, okay, so again, also with this lower setup, so we are going to be doing testing on this guy. We're going to be doing testing on the 11.5, both unsuppressed, and then they're both going to be suppressor ready, pretty much with, yeah, between this lower and the other lower. Another thing we will be doing is testing on probably this one, because I got to see how the length works out. But well, okay, one of the things I want to test, right, with this lower and with this upper and my BCM upper, okay, testing various buffers. So yeah, we're gonna do buffer testing, receiver extension. So yeah, we're gonna end up doing a carbine lower, and then a carbine with law folder lower, which I have on my dream build, and then we're gonna be trying out a standard VLTOR lower, and then we're also gonna be testing a VLTOR with a law folder in conjunction with suppressed. on both systems. This one may, when it's suppressed, it may not end up needing that, but yeah, that is what some of the things that we've been testing in terms of that. So yeah, look forward to the suppressor content in the future. And yeah, maybe I'll show this lower when it's built out. Still don't have the triggers yet, so that's another thing. But yeah, so until next time.